sure I'm live. Should be good. It's a pretty solid setup. Haven't had a lot of issues with it. Pretty solid setup. All right. Looks good. Get the mic a little bit close. First time on the bike since racing on Sunday. Ooh. Not 100% sure how this is all going to feel today. And we're off. Not so bad. I picked a route that should probably take a little bit less than an hour to do, and I think that's plenty for today. No erg mode, gonna use the gears. Try to keep my power between about 190 and 240. Keep my heart rate under 150. Try to relax and just enjoy a route I've never done before. I've never done this ride, never done this route. The London Loop. The London Calling, I guess is the name of the route. Got really steep all of a sudden. Oops, I started my ride in outdoor mode. Downhill. Woo, 30 miles an hour. Geez, this is pretty steep, I guess. It's hard to simulate the sense of speed on Zwift. I tend to need to look at the number. I can't really tell how fast I'm ever going just by looking at the scenery. Good deal. Looks like it's gonna start climbing back up. Good. Had a nice strength training workout this morning. Trying to just take it easy this week. I haven't run since Sunday. I haven't swam. But I have done my strength training, and I did a nice bike ride outdoors on a different bike, not on my race bike. Went out for about an hour and a half on Tuesday for a nice leisurely ride. That was pretty fun. Whew. I feel like I've gained 5 pounds in the last week because I've just been sort of eating bad and celebrating the end of the season. Eating some sugary cereal before bed, drinking beer. Just kind of letting myself go. I'm already over it. Maybe, we'll see. Next race isn't until April, so it feels good to not have anything coming up right away. How many months is April away? Let's see. Is it about 6 months? No, because it's just December. It's less than 6 months away. Okay. Ironman Texas coming up in less than 6 months. My coach actually told me yesterday that he already loaded up my training plan, but I haven't taken a look at it yet because he said I'm trying to take a little bit of time away from my usual routine of eating the same thing, looking at my training plan every morning, executing the training plan. Just taking a little break. Definitely going to train through the holidays though. I'm not planning on taking my foot off the gas for very long. What's up, Alan? My race this weekend I'm really glad that I did the sprint instead of the 70.3 because I was ready for the sprint physically. I wouldn't have been ready for that 70.3 as much as I would have liked to be. I came in 7th place overall, 2nd place in my age category, and I did a nice little race recap video here on my channel. I posted it on Monday, so if you're interested to check that out, there's some footage from the race. But I appreciate you asking. One of the athletes I was coaching, she won her age group in the 70.3. I was super proud of her, so that was definitely a highlight of the weekend. It was her third full 70.3 race. I've actually never gotten a podium in a 70.3. It's not easy. So I was really happy for her. She's been working her butt off, so. And she was still smiling at like mile 9 on the run course, which is always a good sign. It shouldn't be a complete sufferfest. Hope you're doing well, Alan. Whew. All right. Got heart rate up into zone 2, just over 150. June and September. That's a pretty decent spacing, you know, you get a little bit of time after your first one. But yeah, you'll be moving all summer. If you're gonna race both of those, you'll be training for probably a solid 30 plus weeks. Definitely I've never done 2 70.3s in a season before. Will this be your first time trying to do 2 in one season? Just curious, asking for a friend. You know, in 2025, the one in June. Oh, wow. You know, Alan, that's you know, I don't know what your goals might be in the sport overall, but I think that as long as, you know, you can recover well after the first race, having an opportunity to try and execute again recently after going through your first one and learning everything you're going to learn that day, that's there's a lot of potential for growth with that approach, I think, because you'll undoubtedly have some things that you learn on your first one that you're going to want to put into action, and you won't have to wait very long to get a chance to sort of recalibrate and give it another shot, you know? So, I don't know how old you are, but I mean, I think the key is just going to be finding a way to know how to recover, or know when to recover, you know, just from an injury prevention standpoint. And it's awesome that you already have it on your calendar this far in advance too, because that means you can already start working towards it. That's cool. You know, I had planned to do one full distance Ironman, 3 sprint races, and then I wanted to end my season with a 70.3. However, I didn't recover completely from Ironman Texas. Ended up training through the summer with an injury that I had carried over from Ironman Texas, which ended up slowing me down after I had done 2 sprint races. I had to take some time off of running, and then I was able to do 2 final sprint distance races, one in September and then this past weekend in November. So I'd like to think that if I didn't have the injury setback, I would have been able to maintain and that running fitness all the way through and completed a 70.3, but now it's just kind of a tentative goal for next year, because, you know, I'm learning as I go through the seasons here in Houston. There's some great events right in the backyard here, and kind of planning my schedule, my annual training plan around these events that are right here in my backyard. 57 years young, 90 pounds. That is incredible, Alan. Oh yes, I remember, I believe I watched one of your videos. Yes. Oh man, that's so cool. Wow. I know what it's like to lose about 50 pounds. I went from my heaviest at I got out of the Marine Corps and gained a bunch of weight. I got up to 255, and then probably the lightest I've been in a while was 2022 for Ironman Florida. I was clocking in at like 170, 172. Fast forward to today, I'm probably pushing 200. Like I said, I think I've gained 5 pounds in the last 5 days, because I've just been treating myself. Breakfast burritos and what else? Oh yeah, cheeseburgers in the middle of the day. I never do that. And then I've been eating a bunch of s'mores cereal, just terrible. It's just awful. And then yeah, I've been drinking some Belgian ale, and that stuff is strong. So many calories in there. Anyway, I'm trying to allow myself to cheat a little bit this week. Woo! Wow. Yes, it's a bulking phase. Yeah, man. Because I'm 5 months out from an Ironman. I know I'm gonna lose some weight along the way. Like I know I'm gonna start spending, 90 minutes minimum on the bike. I know it's gonna be these 4-hour rides. I know it's gonna be these 15-mile runs. Like so yeah, I figure I'm coming in with a little bit of extra me coming into this training block. So, we've done a couple Olympic distances. Olympic distance races are no joke. I think out of all the distances, I might actually be the most intimidated by the Olympic distance. I've only done 2. I've probably done like 30 triathlons, and most of them have been sprints. I've done about 7 half irons, 2 full, but probably only 2 Olympics. Maybe even 1, because the one that I'm thinking about was in Hawaii and the swim is short. So I don't even know if that one would technically count. But yeah, running a 10K is that's just threshold effort, just the whole time. If you're trying to be competitive, I mean, those guys in the 70.3 that are competitive, they're on the threshold too, but not everybody can spend 5 hours at threshold effort. It's an acquired skill. Man, my cadence is super high today. Just eager, I guess. Happy to be chatting too. Motivated by Alan's story over here. Over 100 pounds. Setting his sights on some 70.3 finishes. It's freaking sweet. How hilly are the bike courses up there in Michigan? I've never really looked at any of the races up there before. I've also never been to Michigan, so. My wife goes to Michigan. She works at NASA, and University of Michigan is doing some solar. How would I describe it? University of Michigan is working on some models, some software computer models that try to emulate and predict what happens when the sun has like a high energy event where it shoots out a bunch of like solar flare or coronal mass ejection. So she's like the NASA technical advisor for their project at University of Michigan. So she's been up there like 3 times this year. I've never been. How far are we into this? All right, 13 more miles to go. My zone 2 effort feels like I'm on autopilot right now. I'm just not having to focus at all. Just cruising. I do want to have a snack though. I'm gonna have some strawberry slam. Bike road race? Okay. Dude, a 59-mile road race is great prep for a 56-mile bike split. The more you can like get your brain, your what I'm trying to say is, like, obviously there's a physical challenge to riding 50 plus miles. There's also a mental challenge. And I think the more you can familiarize yourself with riding for that 3+ hours, the better you'll be able to sort of manage your own mental game when you're asked to do 56 in the 70.3. It's just like, I don't know, for example, like the scariest part of my Ironman training build is always the 20-mile training run. That's like peak difficult training for me. I've only done a 20-mile run 4 times in my life, and I'm hoping to, you know, have it not feel as scary this year because, well, I've done it 4 times now. You know, I've tried to do it 4 times, and I've succeeded all 4 times. And knowing that is going to give me an advantage that I couldn't possibly have had on my first or my second, third or fourth attempt. I think that's what I was trying to say. You know, so much of coaching, I find, is just like figuring out what people believe they can do and figuring out what people don't believe they can do, and trying to change that mindset. If you don't believe you're going to do it, it's very hard to actually execute what you're trying to do if you don't believe it. So the mental game is so huge in endurance sports. It's choosing not to quit over and over and over again, but it's more than that. It's finding the right gears. It's fun shifting through the gears on this trainer. I've been doing a bunch of interval training the last few weeks on this trainer, which is fun too, but you know, it's just sort of a little more mindless. You know, your erg mode, all you gotta do is pedal. You don't gotta shift, you don't gotta moderate your output. No hills around here in Houston, so at least I can train on some virtual hills. All right, we got a little less than 12 miles to go. Not quite halfway through the ride. Kicker core. Whew. You got the cog? Dude, I want to get the cog. That was my initial plan, was to get the cog. But I think that will be able to appreciate the cog more after just riding it without for a little while, trying the real life shifting. But yeah, I definitely want to get a cog for this trainer. Oh yeah, it's affordable. Yeah, I just got this trainer like end of September. Whew. I'm planning on doing like a little review, and so I think it's good that I'm sort of trying it out as it comes out of the box for a little while. If you listen to this song, those are our pet parakeets squawking and squeaking on this beat. Little percussive parakeet noises. This was a fun beat to make. I kind of want to make like a music video with my parakeets and like come up with some sick parakeet rap lyrics. Just go for it. Woo! Sweating. Average cadence so far sitting at 95. Average power so far sitting at 200. 200. Average heart rate, a cool 148. That's right at the bottom of zone 2. Woo! Yeah, the power is getting a little spicy there. What day is it? Thursday? Yeah. Almost Friday. Oh wow, the kids are out of school next week, huh? Woo! Vacation this way comes. School vacation. Sadly, I don't think we're gonna have turkey on Thanksgiving. My wife and my mother-in-law were talking, and they're talking about beef bourguignon. The heck is that? The heck is beef bourguignon? I haven't said anything to them because I don't want to rock the boat, but deep down inside, I'm kind of panicking. Like, I only get to eat turkey and all that stuff like once a year on Thanksgiving. It's like the whole thing. No beef bourguignon. What? Come on. Anyway. I'm sure that will be yummy too, but it's not that I don't want beef bourguignon. It's that I don't want to miss out on having the Thanksgiving dinner that I'm used to having once a year. It just doesn't sit right. I care way more about this than I thought I would. Maybe I should say something. Maybe I should put my foot down. Be like, no! You listen here. It's Thanksgiving. You can make that beef bourguignon as a side dish, but there better be a turkey and some stuff. You know, I can't. It's not gonna work. Perhaps I could ask that we make turkey another weekend in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Maybe that's the way to go. See, that'll be a win-win, right? Because I'm mentally prepared to not have turkey on Thanksgiving. That sounds okay, that sounds fine. But I just don't want to miss out on that classic meal. Never get that during the year. All right, less than 10 miles. Plenty of time in zone 2, heart rate. Starting to sweat even more. My first time getting my heart rate up since Sunday. Feels pretty good though. It is cruel not to have turkey. I'm being dramatic, but yeah. Strength training this morning was pretty good. I did some more deadlifts. I did some weighted step-ups, some overhead shoulder presses, some farmer's carry, something else. I think there was one more movement. Forgetting. Took me about 50 minutes to get it done. Whew. Alan, if you're still there, are you doing any strength training to prepare for your 70.3s? Just wondering. I'm still new to strength training. Like, I've always been doing a little bit of it, but I've only been prioritizing it for about 3 or 4 months now. I hired a strength coach. So I did a 12-week introductory plan with this coach. Now I'm on week 4 of the next level up. Because I'm convinced that part of the reason I struggled so much at Ironman Texas last year was just down to lack of overall strength. Just didn't have the core strength, back strength. I've been working hard on it ever since. I'm not deadlifting anything crazy. I think today I did 4 sets of 8 at 115 pounds, which is like, I don't know, it felt heavy to me. I know that that's a movement that you can get a lot more weight on though. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people that can deadlift their body weight, you know? I'm not there yet, but just turned 40. Time to take the strength training seriously. I've seen people way older than me do some pretty impressive stuff in the gym, so I don't think I've totally missed the bus. A little bit of a hill here. Use the gears. Up, 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 up. Oh, what's up? Alan is still here. Let me get this gear changed. Oh, wow. Dude, that's... Hey, thank you for being a first responder, Alan. Paramedics, that's no joke. So yeah, I bet you get time to do some strength training, you know, during your shifts. And probably you're busting your butt on these calls too. You know, I've helped a handful of athletes complete a full Ironman, and one that really stands out is an athlete that I worked with who was a firefighter. Not just like a volunteer firefighter, like taking it seriously for years, trying to make a career out of it, just committed firefighter. And he was so strong coming into Ironman training that, like, I don't think he ever had an injury. He finished the race in under 11 hours, which is phenomenal for a first time. And honestly, everything I ever threw at him for training, he progressed to go on to go do a 100-kilometer ultra endurance run. I helped him with that. I mean, it took him like 17 hours, but he did it. Anyway, takeaway being, he was easily the strongest athlete I've ever worked with, just from a weightlifting, raw strength point of view. And man, did that help him excel. He was also a collegiate swimmer. So, I mean, he swam like a low 26 minute for the 70.3, which is just flying for an age grouper, right? So, trying to get on his level. I picked up some heavy stuff and then put it back down this morning. See? It's already working. I think I'm getting stronger. I'll get a DEXA scan and see what my muscle mass is, and then I'll know if I'm actually getting stronger. working in some mobility too. I do yoga once a week. I used to do yoga twice a week, and that was the best. Twice a week was great. Once a week is also good. And then I have some stretches that I do. I try to do them on a daily. I have chronically tight hip flexors. So there's a lot of stretching that I need to do for my hips. How much further we got? Seven miles. No problem. More snacks. Got these scratch energy chews. Basically fruit snacks for grown-ups. Oh, cool. Thanks, Alan. Yeah, I was thinking I should put my Strava link in the description. So I'm glad I did. That's the first time I've put it on there. Whew. All right. I don't want my heart rate to get too much higher than this. So, my body is kind of rearing to go here, but I can't. I really don't want to push. Do not want to push it today. I think I'll probably try to go to the pool tomorrow morning, and then maybe go for a run on Saturday. And take a look at my training plan. My coach said he already loaded me up a plan all the way through Ironman Texas. So I gotta take a look, see what he's got for me to do. He had mentioned that, my coach mentioned that he thought I might want to consider doing like a half marathon at some point, like January, February. I don't know if I like that idea or not. Like, I don't know. Maybe I should just trust my coach on it and say, sign me up. Like, maybe the fact that I'm afraid of it is a sign that I need to do it. Yeah, I don't know. All your training will be indoors. Oh, the snow. Yeah, I hear that. Whew. 40 minutes, solid zone 2 heart rate average. Average power sitting at 204. Average cadence still at 95. My goodness. Yeah, what it do? Catch me in my zone 2. My zone 2. I'm gonna turn this beat into a song about zone 2 training. It's my intention. I'm gonna make a full-blown triathlon album of music. It's gonna take me a while. It'll be my love letter to the sport. All right, about 5 miles to go with some little punchy climbs too. Good route. Finish my fruit snacks. Woo! Alan, do you ride on Zwift for your indoor training? There's so many options these days. I want to try Ruby out. That'd be fun. I should try out something other than Zwift. I believe this ride will be like an 18 or 19 week streak on Zwift here. Got to keep that streak going. Littering. All right, here comes one of the little hills. Oh, I guess it's a bridge. Whew. All right, what's Alan say here? You love Ruby? Okay. You know, I don't do a lot of social media stuff on Zwift. Like, I see that it's all there, you know. But yeah, I'm not really using Zwift for any of that. So, thanks for the giving me your take on Ruby. And thank you also for hanging out. I feel like we're riding together right now, Alan. It's cool. Helping this workout fly by. Oh, it's gonna go down, 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 down. Whoa. So steep. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. So steep. Whew. Woo! All right. Like I said, my body's really eager. I gotta keep myself right here. 235 watts. Right at the top of my zone 2 power range. Whew. There goes my heart rate creeping up though. All right. Whew. Oh, cool, we're on the countryside. Very nice. Whew. Get out of the city, oh boy. All right, here comes some climbs. Good deal. Love doing videos while I'm on Ruby. Hell yeah. Steep, steep, steep. Whoa, 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 that's too much power. Easy. This is fun though. Ah man, this trainer really helps. This is way more engaging than other indoor riding experiences I've had. All the way into the smallest gear. There we go. I have the gears, that's why I have gears. Nice. I think it's gonna get even steeper. Here it comes. Come on, Bubba. Get up there. Woo! Show. All right, let's throw it in the big ring. Woo! Downhill time. Whew. All right. Looks like it's still gonna climb up though. Still got more to climb. 3 miles to go. Whew. I'm feeling a little bit more fatigued than I thought I would be, but happy it's almost over. Less than 3 miles. All right. Climb time. Feel the hills. Steep. Steep and long. Average cadence for the ride sitting at 94. Average power creeping up to 205. Average heart rate 152. Solid zone 2. Talking about mission accomplished right now, yo. Yeah, dude, I got this out. No problem. I'm happy with the averages. Nice high cadence. Good heart rate average. I was thinking I'd end up somewhere around 200 watts. So sitting at 205. Just getting that blood flowing. Getting hungry. I've got some jambalaya for lunch on tap. Ready to go. Almost there. I'll ride downhill here a little bit. Almost. It looks like there's gonna be one more little uphill though. So we're gonna go down, and then we're gonna go up, and then the finish line. Probably should be able to get it done in less than an hour. I gotta edit this beat, make it a little shorter. I like it. It's just too long. Are we gonna go down now? I think I'm at the top. I don't know. The elevation map is a little hard to see from where I am. The monitor's like 12, 15 feet away from where I am on my bike. Woo! Let's go. Downhill. Whee! Renegade rows. That's the other thing I did in strength training this morning. Renegade rows. I couldn't remember. Woo! All right. Let's get this done. Oh, we gotta go back to the train station? Oh no. Nice little pop out into the country there. Something tells me this final hill is gonna be the ramp out of the subway, which gets really steep. I can actually feel the planks of plywood under my feet thanks to the feedback on this trainer. It's so strange. Oh yeah, we're gonna get up really steep here. Trainer's gonna go way up. Okay, here it comes. Getting my smallest gear. Oh, 394 watts, 415. Oh. This better be over soon. Ah. The final little chef's kiss there on my legs. Oh my God. Ow. That wasn't so bad, but like, whew. I'm glad that it wasn't any longer, that steep section. That would have shot my heart rate through the roof. All right. Oh, less than a mile. Oh man. Yeah, my body's like, what the hell? Why are you just pushing 400 watts, bruh? It's an easy day. What are you doing? Sorry, legs. It's okay. You'll be fine. Almost there. Hey, the Zone 2 song is playing again. That's funny. All right, I want to be done now. I'm like over it. Fortunately, whew, in the final couple hundred feet here. All right, average power 204, average cadence 94, average heart rate 152. Thank you so much for checking this out today. I'm going to continue my journey training for Ironman Texas, and I will be sharing at least one training update per week on Mondays, and I'll be doing quite a lot of indoor training right here live on YouTube, getting ready for the big day in April. Woo! If it's your first time checking out the channel, it was really nice to meet you. Thank you for tuning in this morning. And yeah, special shout out to Alan over here. Love talking about your training and your journey, and appreciate you being so present and sharing so much with us today. That's it. That's the ride. It's lunchtime. That started to suck right in the last 5 minutes. I think it was that really steep section. My system was not ready for, I mean, I did it obviously. My system was not happy about that. It was like, that was like 5-10 seconds longer. I think my heart rate would have just went boom through the roof. Woo! Yeah, riding outside is easier. It's definitely harder indoors. So that's why, honestly, like, I know that any, amount of, the difficulty that you endure to do the indoor training, it just makes it that much more exciting when you actually get out on your bike. So, yep, a lot safer, a lot easier to plan around. I'm gonna be riding probably like 12, 14 hours a week. Doing that much riding on the road here in Texas would be like, just, asking for it, man. People drive like crazy around here. Sunday's really the only day I feel somewhat safe doing my rides here, but it is what it is. All right, what does Garmin think? Garmin thinks that I'm maintaining my fitness. Thanks, Garmin. All right. Yep, that's it for today's live workout stream. I'll probably be doing a few more music shorts, uploading some other stuff here on YouTube today. I'm really getting into this whole YouTube thing. It's a lot of fun. Have a great rest of your day. Shout out again to Alan and anybody else that hung out this morning. Y'all rock. And I'll be back probably next Tuesday with another ride, or Sunday, I don't know. Take care. See you next time.